Emma the Pig's Perfect Picnic. Emma was a cheerful little pig who lived on Sunnybrook Farm. She had a round pink belly, ears that twitched whenever she heard the rustle of a snack, and a curly tail that bounced when she was excited. She loved three things more than anything else: splashing in mud puddles, crunching fresh apples, and sharing food with her friends. And on one bright spring morning, she decided the day was perfect for all three. "I'm going to have the best picnic ever," Emma squealed, rolling out of her straw bed and shaking bits of hay from her ears. She trotted into the barn to find her friend, Daisy the goat. "Daisy, you have to come to my picnic," Emma said. "We'll have sandwiches, fruit, and maybe even pie." Daisy's eyes lit up. "I'll bring fresh bread from the farmhouse kitchen, and if Farmer Jones isn't looking, I'll sneak in some butter." Next, Emma waddled over to the chicken coop. "Henrietta, would you like to come?" she asked. Henrietta fluffed her feathers. "Of course, I'll bring a basket of fresh eggs. We can make omelettes over a little campfire." Word spread quickly across the farm. Max the sheep promised to bring soft blankets for sitting. Bella the cow offered milk for tea, and even Toby the farm dog barked excitedly that he'd come along with his favourite biscuits. Emma worked all morning gathering food. She picked shiny red apples from the orchard, pulled sweet carrots from the garden, and filled a jug with cool lemonade. She even found a jar of strawberry jam tucked away in the pantry. By late morning, she had everything packed into a big wicker basket. She tied a gingham cloth over the top so nothing would fall out and set off toward her favourite meadow, the one with green grass that felt like velvet, wildflowers swaying in the breeze, and a little brook that sang as it trickled by. Her friends arrived one by one. Daisy laid out the bread, Henrietta arranged the eggs in a neat pile, Max shook out the blankets until they were smooth, Bella placed her milk in a shady spot, and Toby wagged his tail so hard he nearly knocked over the lemonade. They were just about to start eating when a strong wind swept across the meadow. It rattled the picnic cloth and sent a napkin tumbling into the brook. "Oh no!" Emma cried. "Hold on to the food!" But the wind only got stronger. The loaf of bread tumbled across the grass like it had grown legs. The jug of lemonade tipped over with a slosh, and Emma's prized apple pie rolled straight toward the brook. Emma squealed and dashed after it, her little legs pumping. She caught it just before it splashed into the water, but when she turned around, the rest of the picnic was in chaos. Sandwiches scattered in the grass, eggs wobbling dangerously, and the blanket halfway folded over itself. For a moment, Emma's ears drooped. "I wanted this to be perfect." Daisy trotted over and gave her a nudge. "It is perfect, Emma. We've got sunshine, friends, and plenty of food left." Henrietta flapped her wings. "Besides, a little mess just makes it more fun." So they gathered up the runaway food. Max used his soft wool to wipe the grass off the sandwiches. Henrietta rinsed the eggs in the brook, and Toby, after chasing a carrot halfway down the hill, returned proudly with it in his mouth. They finally sat down in a circle, laughing as they shared omelettes, apple slices, jam on fresh bread, and pie that was just a little squashed, but still delicious. When everyone was full, they lay back on the blankets to watch the clouds drift by. Max pointed at one shaped like a giant sheep. "That one's me." Henrietta spotted one shaped like a chicken. "And that one's me." Emma saw one shaped like a giant pie and grinned. "That's definitely me." Just when they thought the day couldn't get any better, a family of ducks waddled over from the brook. Emma broke off bits of bread to share with them, and the ducks quacked happily in thanks. By the time the sun began to set, the meadow glowed golden, and the air was filled with the sweet smell of wildflowers. Emma realized something important. Her picnic hadn't gone exactly as planned, but it had still been wonderful. As they packed up to leave, she squealed happily, "Next time, let's make it even bigger. More friends, more food, and maybe even music." Her friends cheered, and Emma knew that as long as they were together, every picnic would be perfect in its own special way.
If you enjoyed this story, please feel free to press the like and subscribe button. It will help me a lot. Sweet dreams, little ones.